Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome back to Three Hammers podcast. Massive show this week. It's our 50th episode. Made it all the way to 50. Hard to believe. It's been a pretty exciting week for it as well. Loads and loads to talk about. Obviously, there's only one person we could bring in to celebrate our 50th episode, and that's Jay from Hammer and Talk. Jay, thanks for joining us.
You're very welcome. Congratulations on the 50, by the way.
Thanks
well
a lot, mate.
done.
Glad you got it in.
I watch it every single week. Every week I watch it.
Good guys, you watch it every single week, every week.
Joined as well by Luke, and it's a special occasion. Lee is with us as well. You can't see him, but Lee is on the audio. How we doing, Lee?
Yeah, all good. Very excited after this week.
Yeah.
50 shows, 50 arguments.
Well, there you
That's
go.
it, yeah. And this is a guest,
I should say,
mate.
actually, I should say, by the way, it's me and Luke's 50th episode. How many have you done, Lee?
Yeah, it's about your 26th episode.
30, let's say 30.
30, all right.
30. We're around it. I'll give you that one, 30, yeah. Oh, big happy birthday to Lee. It was Lee's birthday yesterday, 32. He joins the 32 club. Yeah, happy birthday, Lee. I hope you had a good day.
Happy birthday, mate.
Thank you.
Right.
Anyway, Jay, for anyone who's not seen you, who like hides in the closet, don't know YouTube or anything like that, give them a little brief sort of description of what you do, mate, so people can come and find you.
Usual West Ham stuff, reviews, previews, transfer talk. I'm adding a little thing this year with it when it comes to other Premier League subscribers and stuff that support different teams. So I'm going to be basically I'm going to watch Match of the Day, then I'm going to break it down. I'm going to do a full weekend review of all the games. So that'll be really good for people that's not specifically West Ham. But my channel is generally West Ham based. So I'd say as of the season coming, it's probably going to be about 95. It's going to drop to about 95%. Just to add that bit in, because I don't think it's fair on other people. For me, I don't like it when it's like they're like, "Oh, I wish you did videos on Newcastle or Manchester City," but now I can, so that's what I'm going to incorporate.
It's good to expand. Anyone who doesn't know, this man's a big celebrity as well. He's been on True Geordie's podcast, like big celebrities, like big celebrities on the show now. Someone who's been on True Geordie's podcast.
That's only because someone cancelled.
What's going on with the headwear? Where's the at?
Yeah, where's the beanie at?
Where's the beanie?
It got too hot. It was so hot, it was ridiculous. So I decided to change to a cap.
Yeah, it's smarter, mate. It's smart. Anyway,
thank you.
We have signed a player. I know Jay has been like relentlessly like mouthing the bolt off, and everyone has. Everyone's been really frustrated and getting really nervous. Listen, I had 20 quid sitting in my Bet365 account, and I was ready to put it on West Ham to be relegated if we didn't sign a player. But Joe Hart has signed. I'm going to start with Lee. Joe Hart, what's your feelings?
At first, I wasn't sure, but the longer it went on, the more excited I got by it. It's obviously an upgrade of what we've got. I think what excites me is that it's a World Cup year, so I think he could up his game a bit, similar to what Mark Noble did last year at the Bowling, where he wanted to get in the England squad. I think that's the reason he did it. So that excites me. I think it's an upgrade. Be sad to see if it is Adrian that goes, or apparently Randolph's the one possibly to Middlesbrough. I've seen this evening. Yeah, I'm delighted. England #1. Not had the best couple of years, but I think it's a good place for him to buck his ideas up and have a good season, hopefully.
Yeah. Jay?
Yeah, I echo Lee. With at first, I wasn't that excited because I felt like we definitely needed strikers more. For me, it was just like, how is no one seeing this? Just go all out for striker. Why are you getting a goalkeeper? And then it just dawned on me the leader, all of his traits, the leadership he's got, the character in the dressing room as well. And I've said it previous that I just feel like maybe Mark Noble's not as comfortable in the London Stadium because it was his first season last season. I feel like if he doesn't have a great season in terms of leadership on the pitch, there's people like Joe Hart that will be there, that will be leaders no matter what. They don't. Players like that don't care where they go. They'll always be vocal and tell players that organise defence and things like that. So I got more and more excited, like Lee said, about the signing. And, he's a big name. Even though he's a goalkeeper, I think, believe it or not, I think he'll sell a few shirts, to be honest with you. England's #1.
Yeah, I know my nephew's very excited. He's like a little goalkeeper for his team, so he's really excited about it. Paul, last comment on Joe?
Yeah, pretty much the same as Lee was saying. At the start, I was really just concentrate on a striker. and like Lee says, bit sort of underwhelmed. But then seeing when we actually did the deal, when it was announced, it was finalised. You know, I was buzzing. It was it's a big signing for West Ham. Big signing, like you say. Joe Hart is a big name. He's a big name, and I think, like you say, things like that will help to raise the profile of the club. They really will.
Yeah, my views on Joe Hart. I think, like Jay sort of touched on it already. Leaders there. You got Zabaleta. You touched on it in your video, Jay. Like Zabaleta was giving Snodgrass a right rocket, like proper tending what to do.
Oh, he's the envy of a lot of people, isn't he?
That's what you want. That's what you want. I want people, you know, they're winners. They're winners. They've won it. They've got the best medal you can get in the Premier League. They've got a couple of them as well. And it's going to be great. I thought Zabaleta looked really good, actually, in the pre-season. Anyone who did catch it, he looked really sharp on the ball. He was making the runs. He's going to be a big player for us, Zabaleta, as well as Joe Hart. And that's it. At least then there's confidence in both of them, you know. Joe and Zaba will know each other's movements, and Zabaleta will be able to calm down, read on Bono and go, look, it's all right, Joe's good, blah, blah, blah. All that sort of stuff will just calm everything down. And he quite does dominate his box as well. I know Paul sort of dug Randolph out all last year. Like Randolph had no presence in the box at all. None at all. Yeah, but a great signing. Anyway, let's touch on a comment made by David Sullivan saying that it's the best goalkeeper he's ever worked with, and obviously Adrian bit back with a reply saying that, listen mate, there's two goalkeepers here that are doing exactly the same job, got the same passion. What do you make on that? And we will start this side. We'll start with Jay this time.
It's never long, is it, before something kicks up at West Ham United. Things have just started looking good. You know, everyone was on and up. I mean, it's been so negative, it has, on social media, and I've been part of it. Damn right I have. You know, if I feel bad about something, I feel like I can express it on media, and I've been doing it for a long time now, it seems. And as soon as this happened, I was like, wow, we've done something great. And then Dave Sullivan comes out and says this. Now, I've said this before, that it can be taken both ways. It can be taken on an ability level and a professional level. And me personally, I don't think David Sullivan is silly enough. I don't think he's silly. I don't think he's silly enough to say this on ability. I think he meant this in a professional sense, as in the background. I think Joe Hart came, he signed, no problem, I'll come and join you. I don't care. Let them pay the 50%. I don't want extra wages. I don't want clauses. Just I'll come to you. I want to join a club that I'm going to be first team, and you know I'll happily to play for you. And I think that's what he meant by it. If he did mean it the other way, then Adrian's, you know, well done. I would have done the same thing. You know, that I would have came out and I would have said something, you know, directly against him, and just said, you know what, you know, there is two people fighting for it. And I think he done the right thing if Dave Sullivan meant it in that term on a
really
level.
Yeah, go on, Paul. I'll let you talk.
Yeah.
English.
Yeah. So yeah, like as Jay says, it was all going so well. It's been such a good window. Everyone's been quiet. You know, just it's been. That's what we said. How many times did we say that at the end of the season? Just get on with the signings. Don't open your mouth. Just get on with what you got to do in the background, and then just like you say, let Bilic get on with the talking. And they were doing it, and it was brilliant. And everyone, like Jay says, that like there was a lot of negativity, but then that week it was all positive. Joe Hart, you know, signing, everyone's quite up. And then David Sullivan opens his mouth again because he just cannot help himself. He just cannot help himself. And I don't know. It's like Jay says, he's definitely not silly enough to say something to upset someone by accident. Let's put it that way. What if he said something like that specifically to get a reaction out of him, so he can then say, right, okay, is an excuse for selling him? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. There's lots of angles to it.
Yeah.
I do think the whole thing was blown up a bit out of proportion anyway. I don't think what Sullivan said was really that bad, and I don't think Adrian's reply was really that bad. But obviously, it's just like probably because they have been so quiet. Now he has said something, everyone's going to jump on that straight away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Paul, can I just say, you know, Adrian's reply. I think the reason why I think it has been blown out quite a lot is that I feel like Adrian must have some kind of contact privately via email, phone, any way, text message, anything. But I think to do it publicly, I think it speaks volumes that he's done it for everyone to see. What do you think on the decision to do it publicly? Again,
like you say, you know, you would have done the same thing, and I think it's good. it's good that he has come out, because he shows that he cares. He cares about the club, and he wants to fight for his position, and he wants to be West Ham's goalkeeper. And I love Adrian, I really do. Like, before we signed Joe Hart, I was saying, yeah, it'd be a good signing, but I don't think we need him. I'd be more than happy enough to keep Adrian as our number one. I love him. He's a brilliant character. He's got that connection with the fans. He obviously loves the club. And, you know, like you say, it's great. It's great to see one of the players come out and speak up and say, listen, I'm going to fight for my place. You know, don't dismiss me.
He loves the club. What do you make on the criticism of Joe Hart by some of the fans? Lee?
Didn't catch any of that, mate. you were waking up there.
Oh, Lee, what do you make on some of the criticisms then of the West Ham fans that are criticising the deal?
Like I say, he hasn't had the greatest last 2 years, so maybe it's justified. But as I've said in the past, I mean, when you sign a player, it needs to be clean slate, and you need to support that player. I've made the point before that, you know, when Zaza signed, he was dug out before he'd even kicked the ball. Granted, it didn't turn out very well, but he was granted before he was absolutely finished by the majority of West Ham fans before he'd even kicked the ball. And players do read social media. Adrian's comment only has to show that. He's read that on the internet, and he's put that quote out there. Players do read it, and if you start slagging people off, especially if you're on loan, you got to think, hang on, this lot are paying me 50 grand a week. Who cares? So that's my view on it.
What do you make on Adrian's comment? What do you make on Adrian's comment?
Yeah. So not one to cause an argument, but I think it's massively unprofessional of him. I also think
Adrian.
Of Adrian.
Well, I think it was massively unprofessional of you going on the Free Hammers account and causing arguments as well.
You don't pay me wages, though. You don't pay me wages.
True.
To be fair, yeah, we don't pay you a wage, yeah.
But there's another angle to this as well, and I think some of the blame has to sit at the West Ham media team. Why put it up? David Sullivan said those things. Why put those quotes on the website? Why directly?
I think they're told to, aren't they?
Probably.
Yeah, but there's a head of social media whose job it will be to report to David Sullivan. There will be a very senior person. There'll be a head of comms at West Ham who should be ballsy enough to say to David Sullivan, "I'm your PR man. I do your public relations. I'm going to turn around and say to you, that's not a good thing to say." There'll be a man, there'll be an old woman, they'll be on 100 grand a year, something like that, and they'll be in a, look on the website.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I'm laughing because it's ridiculous.
It's their job to turn around to David Sullivan and say, that's a stupid thing to say, because that's going to demoralise Adrian Randolph. That is their job, and they haven't done it in this case.
But then what if that was the purpose?
I was going to say, Dave Sullivan might have done it on purpose and overruled the advice given against him. There's a chance he could have, you know, so I don't know.
I think, so three things. Stupid thing to say, stupid thing to put on the website, stupid for Adrian to reply. Should have knocked on the chairman's door when they got back to London and said, listen, boss, I want to have a word. Didn't like what you said. That's how the real world works. You have a bad day at work, you don't slang them off on social media.
I've missed Lee on the channel. I've missed him. Oh, dear. No, yeah. There's arguments for both, aren't there? There really is. Right, so
this is one more angle actually as well. And David Sullivan and David Gold have been known to do this. And you remember under Zola, they come out and slagged off the players, and they got a response.
Yeah, to be fair, I do remember that. They got a result. Yeah.
Very unlikely that they're trying to get Adrian to say, look, this other keeper's come in. He's the best I've ever worked with. Show me I'm wrong.
Okay. Last thing on this then, guys. Obviously, Lee touched on it a little bit. Adrian may be going, or Randolph may be going. Sad to see either go.
Randolph, no, he can go. Not bothered about him. Adrian, yeah, I'm hoping he stays and can play the cup games and things.
Jay?
I'd want Adrian to stay because obviously, for me, he's the better keeper. I know Randolph did have a period of form, but it didn't last long enough for him to be classed as a really good player. Where I think Adrian is. If I had a choice, I'd loan Adrian out. Probably keep Randolph there, but if I was going to sell Randolph, I'd just maybe be putting Adrian out on loan just to call him off, maybe. And you can bring another one in, just temporarily, because we do know our owners like a freebie. That's an option. but just maybe just give him a call off period, you know, with all this going on, because I think it's going to be quite heated, you know. If this ain't pressed down, I think it could get heated.
Yeah, no, I agree, mate. I totally agree. Okay, let's move on. I feel like Del Boy here and Rodney, you know, like, should I go first or should you go first? But well, what do we make on this, guys? Obviously, amazing news. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is West Ham signing a real top player, top player, and it's official website. It's not X. It's not Lee in the know or Paul in the know. It's not jinxed. It is West Ham official website. Absolutely buzzing. I know Jay's like burning to get off the podcast set and go and make his video for it, which will probably go out before this podcast, actually.
Can I kick off with a fantastic stat I've seen on Twitter, please?
Yep.
So only 4 Premier League strikers have a better minutes per goal ratio than Javier Hernandez, Aguero, Kane, Henry and Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, what does that say? What does that say?
Cool.
I did the maths. It's something like he scores every 2.5 games. So that is 15, 16 goals a season. Listen, we ain't had a player that can do that for a long time.
He's he'll be the best player we've had for a long time. Like, well, probably let's qualify that, the best striker. Let's say that the best striker we've had for a long time. Unbelievable signing. I mean, that is an unbelievable signing. When it was first mentioned that we were in for him, talking about him, I was like, nah.
I thought no chance.
Never going to happen. It's one of them, oh yeah, we'll be talking about it all summer and then it's not going to come off and we'll end up with somebody else. Not going to happen. But I don't want to get too excited just yet. I'll wait until he's holding a picture up in the shirt, because who knows, you know, we were just talking about West Ham's media team. Maybe that you know, you don't want to get too ahead of yourself, but it seems like it's a done deal. And if we do get this over the line, unbelievable signing, fantastic.
It's very unusual for West Ham to announce that they've agreed a deal. Usually, like Joe Hart, the bloody picture of him holding the shirt was doing the rounds for about 8 hours before they even said they signed him. Maybe on this occasion, they seem to have announced a deal agreed.
Sorry, Lee. Yeah, maybe that's why they've done it, because the Hart one was obviously leaked and it was around social media early, and maybe the club wanted to get there first this time.
Yeah. Jay Hernandez, is this finally the one you've been calling for on all your videos?
Yeah, no, I'm so glad. I do just want to, like they just said, I do just want to see him in that shirt, you know, just holding it up just to make double, you know. I'm one of them. I'm never optimistic, you know. I'm always going, yeah, but it's not done until it's done. Yeah. And things, you know. So yeah, I think it's brilliant, and I think, you know what, I completely slag off the boards at any opportunity. You give me an opportunity to do it, right? I'll do it, right? No problem. But I've got to give them. So Dave Sullivan, obviously, the one who is known to be the one on the phone negotiating, to be doing Hart, Zabaleta, and Hernandez. That is what the kind of players we was promised.
Well, they're first teamers, aren't they? They're first teamers. They're not squad players. Yeah,
they'll come straight in, in. And they've got to have credit. Fucking Lee, Paul, and Luke, all three of us. They've got to have credit, you know, because they do get a lot of grief, and a lot is from me, I know, and other accounts. But on this occasion, let's be honest and give them credit.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant signing. Brilliant. I know you wanted your mate Ian Acho. Is this a better deal, or would you still have preferred Ian Acho?
Yes. 100%.
You're happier with Hernandez than Ian Acho? Yeah,
yeah, I'm really glad. Now people were saying about Bilic rejected him at last minute, and what are they saying now? Not really hearing that many people slagging Bilic off for refusing Iheanacho. Now, if we did get Iheanacho, could we have got somebody so prolific and established as Hernandez? And by the way, there's another good thing about this that the board have done. The reason why they bought him, I believe, is because of his Mexican following. Apparently, I've been watching a few videos, and this guy, the amount of money that he makes, abroad in Mexico, because they worship him. They worship, you know, the ground he walks on, and you know, it's a very smart deal from them.
Do you know what? I actually, like, marketing wise, you're right. It's a fantastic deal, and I think he's got far more social media followers than West Ham United has. Just him on his own. But I read a really good point actually someone made, because some like on Knees Up Mother Brown yesterday I was reading through and someone was saying, the amount of shirts that we're going to sell now in Mexico and in America, all the Mexicans there, is going to be unbelievable, the amount of shirts we're going to sell. And someone made a really good point and said, like, where are they going to buy the shirts from? Like, it's hard enough for me to buy a shirt in Northern Ireland.
Yeah, you were moaning about postage for Northern Ireland, mate.
Yeah, how are they going to get one in Mexico? Like, if you look at the likes of Real Madrid and Man United, who we obviously played for before, they've got their shirts in every sports shop around the world. West Ham haven't. Like, for some reason, West Ham seem to say we're selling them on the club shop and that's it. So I don't know.
That might open a window, though.
I hope it does. I think that's something that's
they'll
been
get
lacking.
them from Sports Direct, won't they? Trying to get it all from Direct.
Sports...
They'll be shipping worldwide.
Yeah.
Problem.
Lee, Hernandez, I know you've touched on his stats and stuff. Are you impressed with the deal?
Yeah, thrilled. Absolutely delighted. And like I say, just want to see him moulding the shirt. Yeah, hope he does better than our last Mexican, I think, was Barrera. You remember him?
Yeah, Barrera.
Yeah. And last player we signed, who's once played for Real Madrid, God knows, for Bear, maybe. He came back after, didn't he? No, it's fantastic. So happy. So happy. This is hope he doesn't get a cruciate ligament.
Don't even say it. Why did you say that?
God.
Why did you say that?
West Ham and we know it's going to happen.
I'm going to throw a little curveball out there, just to get your boys' ideas. Do you think he can play as a 1, though? Can he play as a 1?
I hope so.
Right, so,
I don't know who else is going to play with him.
He's one of the best foxes in the box in the world, but can he play as that one man?
If we play 3 at back again, we'll probably play with a 2.
Wait. I thought he did when it was it him and what was that guy? Who's that geezer's name? The black geezer from Man United. I think his name was Zar. I don't know. He used to play up there. Like, he was always injured. Sahar or something. Louis Sahar. Weren't he there at the same time?
Yeah, Louis Sahar. Yeah, Sahar.
Weren't he there at the same time as him? And that Sahar kept getting injured. I swear Hernandez was leading the line.
He probably did. I'm just like thinking, could he play as a 1? I think he can. Because I'd love to see him play with Andy Carroll, though. I think him and Andy Carroll.
Oh yeah, off his shoulder. Oh.
Yeah, because that is someone with class who will be able to read the movement, read the flick-ons. He won't just sit there and wait. He will be gone. He'll be gone for them flick-ons.
Yeah. Speaking of gone, do you have a Sacco?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, Jay. Yeah, is this the end of Diafra? Paul, every week, this is Diafra. I don't think Diafra will play for West Ham ever again. Is this it, Paul? Can you say it officially now?
Well, I hope so. That's all I can say. I hope so. I don't know if anyone's stupid enough to buy him, but I'm still amazed he pulled on a West Ham shirt again. I really am. And he did what 2 appearances, and then that was him done again. No, I don't ever want to see him in a West Ham shirt again. And hopefully that is the end of him. I don't know who's going to buy him.
Do you think we need one more striker?
100%.
Before we move on to another one that's really, really close, do we need another striker?
Yeah, 100%.
Lee? You were saying about a second string striker, weren't you, a couple of weeks ago, like Asuma Bumalongo and Tony Abrahams or something?
Asuma Bumalongo, I really wanted us to sign. This signed for Borough.
Oh, is he signing it?
Yeah. I thought we were in the great side. No, I don't know. It depends. Are we going to put faith in Fletcher, who I'm still not sure about? And he scored today.
Did you see? Did you see the goal?
I've seen Lanzini's goal. I haven't seen Fletcher's.
Fletcher's goal. See, watch it. He fouled the goalkeeper. He basically kicked the goalkeeper over from behind, took the ball off him, and stuck it in the back of the net. And the ref the ref just went, "Yeah, go on, that's all right," and allowed it. It was crazy. He literally just kicked the goalkeeper over and took the ball, but still.
Jay, do you think we need a second striker? Do you still think we need one more, perhaps?
I think maybe we do need a second striker, but I feel like Hernandez is our statue. Like, yeah, he is our guy, and I think maybe like another squad striker. Hasn't got to be great. You know, just I'll tell you who would have been perfect. Somebody like Jermaine Defoe. I know obviously he's moved on, but somebody like that doesn't mind playing second fiddle, you know?
Well, the Andre Gray deal now, like if that is still alive, I don't know. That doesn't seem as bad now. When it was like Andre Gray might be our market
even
sign,
like that.
it was like, But Andre Gray is second player to sit on the bench. That doesn't look as bad, no? Paul?
No, absolutely. We definitely need one more, because who else is there to play if he does get injured? Obviously, we can't rely on Carroll. Sacco, forget about him. And then you've got Fletcher and Martinez. Whether they're ready or not, I don't know. But no, we definitely do need we need a second option. We do definitely need a second option. So yeah,
does anyone else not really feel for Martinez? Like, that guy has done every single thing to be put in that first team. He's got out of London, he's successful. He's been successful here, but he just won't be put in the first team.
He's earned some minutes, definitely, like super sub and all that. Sometime next year would be nice.
Yeah,
I think there's so much pressure on Slav to deliver. Like we talked about it last year of his contract. He's under pressure this year to do something big, especially where it seems like they're backing him as well, the board. Yeah. So this is like his big chance. Like,
if you was the board, would you have extended that contract already if you supported him?
I would have. I would give him a year. I would give him a year. Put him on 2 years, like year by year sort of thing.
Yeah, but they've chose not to, haven't they? That's the problem.
Yeah, my fear for me is if we have a bad season and then the players start thinking, do you know what? We ain't going to be here at the end of the season. It does happen. We've seen it happen before. They just think, it don't matter. Especially, like, I don't think Lanzini's that sort of character. But your big players like Lanzini, Antonio and that, they've got clubs like Lanzini will go to Liverpool, Antonio will go somewhere. And they don't care. They've got no loyalties to West Ham, really.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I mean, we all love Lanzini, but before Payet threw his strop, sorry I mentioned his name, but before he did, I think we all, like, the way he was on the pitch, and he was always nice, and he was a polite man. And I would even go as far as saying a gentleman as he was on the pitch. And after the pitch, he'd do his photos. And I thought he was such an incredible guy. And to see him just flip like that, it makes me, I can't trust... I'd love to be able to trust Lanzini again, but I feel like because of that happened, I feel like just in case, I've got to have that little slight bit of guard up, even if it's like cling film thin.
No, that's it, man. I can't get hurt again. I can't get hurt again. I can't get hurt again. Frank Lampard did it to me. Joe Cole did it to me. I can't get hurt again. I can't.
Who's Frank Lampard?
Frank Lampard Jr. was my favourite player when I was a kid. Like one of my first favourite players. Let's move on. So another one. Apparently very, very close. Marko Arnautovic can play left wing, I think it is. I'm going to start with Lee, actually. Lee, Marko Arnautovic, another, for me, starter for West Ham if he does sign.
Yeah, very happy again. I always like it. Like with Ayew last year, we signed a player from another Premier League club because it's kind of a bit of an ego thing, I think. Kind of saying, we're coming to you, we're taking one of your best players. And too much money. 24 million is ridiculous. He's not worth it, but no footballer is worth that sort of money. But that's where we are now. But no, very happy, and it gives us good options now in the wing. Don't know what's going to happen to Faguli, but obviously we've still got Ayew. No, very happy, very happy.
Yeah, no, Fake Zlatan is a very good player. He's a good player, Fake Zlatan. Jay, Arnautovic.
Yeah, I just want to know about Lee. I just want to go back to Lee a minute. He said that he doesn't believe that Arnautovic is worth, or any player is worth 24 mil. I mean, did he mean that literally, or does he mean like ability, like his job wise, or does he mean how did he mean that?
In the stupid, that the fact they're a human being and we have to pay that sort of money.
Yeah.
So what would you pay for him, Lee? In the football world money, what do you think he's actually worth?
In today's day and age, if we were signing him from abroad, I think we'd get him for 10 million.
Yeah, maybe 12.
Because we're signing from another Premier League club, it's double that.
What do you make of him then, Jay? I'm
really happy.
Just to add quickly, 3 years ago, Stoke paid 3 million for him. You telling me his value is?
I think they paid less.
Yeah, but then how much did we pay for Lanzini?
Yeah, and how much is he?
How much would you sell him for now? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It don't really mean anything how much they paid for him. Like Balassi went for 30 odd million.
The point I'm making is that when you buy from another Premier League club, the price is inflated.
Oh yeah.
But then you're buying that. Well, what you hope anyway is that proven quality. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Even so, I don't think it's 24 million pounds worth.
He's back starting the arguments again.
I mean, he's a player. He's a very good player, but he's not worth 24 million pounds.
Yeah, okay. Right. Skill level only and ability level, what he can offer West Ham. Jay.
No, I'll have it in a minute if you like.
Lee, can I go, Lee? No, I'm joking.
Lee, time's up. Some time.
I think because at the moment we've got Robert Snodgrass, in my opinion, now and again plays along on the left mainly for us. I think that him being predominantly on that left wing, it will offer us so much more. He does cut in a lot. I think naturally a natural winger will take the wing back on the wing back on and then put the ball in. But he likes to cut in a lot, and sometimes he comes really, really central, kind of how as central as Lanzini can sometimes. But once he gets in that central position, he's all of a sudden all of the lights come on. He's got options, and he's really creative as like a winger. We know he's not ridiculously fast. He's not one of them people like the old school Biani would do, just blitz down the wing and do nothing with it. But I think it's really exciting, and I really hope we do sign him. I really, really do.
Yeah. My fears with him is more the season after next. Like, we might have a blinding season from him this year, but he is prone to having them lazy games where he goes missing. That's my only fear of him. He's a fantastic player. He's got a lovely dig on him as well. Got a great shot. What do you think on that, Paul?
I think he's a good player. It's an interesting one because I'm guessing that this means at least one of our wingers is off. So
yeah, it looks like Snodgrass is going.
Hopefully he's Snodgrass. I'm sorry, he's shocking. I don't understand. Yeah. Like, I think maybe West Ham was just a step too much of a big step for him. I don't want to sound like I'm slagging off Hull at all, but West Ham's obviously a much bigger club, and just I don't know. He was terrible last year, and I'm very patient when it comes to players as well. I really am. I'll give them time, and I know it's really harsh to be writing him off after 6 months, but I don't see anything from him that suggests that he's got what it takes. Even watching the pre-season game the other day, and I've actually got it on here, he's terrible. He is terrible. He's playing now, and Masuaku looks more of a left winger than he does. So I don't know.
Do you think it could be confidence, or do you think he's just can't cut it?
I just think he ain't got it, mate. I really do. And like I say, I don't
I'm
like writing players off, but I just don't think he's got it. No, if Arnautovic comes in, you've obviously got Arnautovic, Ayew, Faguli, Antonio.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of options there, and it's going to be tough for Bilic to keep everybody happy.
Faguli, you're brave saying that.
I like Faguli. I did like him.
I mean, apparently he's rumoured to be going away.
Oh yeah, Galatasaray.
Yeah.
But are we happy with it in general? If he does sign, obviously that's not done deal yet. But
yes.
Surely got to be happy with that deal.
Definitely, 100%. And he's worth every penny of 24 million.
Luke touched on it actually, but the only slight issue I have with him is his attitude.
Yeah.
He can go missing.
So bearing in mind what we went through with Dimmy in January, he's essentially doing the same thing. Now,
for Stoke, you could say that.
I don't know. I think it's even worse because at Marseille, Dimmy didn't have an attitude problem.
Yeah.
So in fact, it could be even worse.
No, that's it. Yeah. Okay, so that's it with the transfer news for now. Obviously, we hope. Just actually, one more thing. Do you think we need much more then? So let's say Hernandez, Arnautovic, Joe Hart, Zabaleta's all signed. 4 quality players. That's what they promised as well, like 4 to 5 quality players. Do we need one more or maybe 2 more? Because I really want Jack Wilshere. I really do. I say it on this channel every week. I want Jack Wilshere. I really do want him.
We definitely need another striker, and I think we could do with another midfielder. Also, sticking with wingers, we've been linked quite heavily. Apparently, a fee agreed for, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Keita Balde.
Keita Balde Diao.
Yeah, absolutely unbelievable player. Like, this is one where I really don't think it will come off. If it did, this guy's the next Neymar. Do you know what I mean? It would be an unbelievable signing. I've got my fingers massively crossed for it, but I don't know.
Oh yeah. According to rumours as well on that player, I don't know if Jay knows this or Lee knows this. He has the same agent as Obiang, and he's also very good friends with Sheikh Kiati as well. So that gives you even more like, oh, is he going to sign? Is he going to sign? What do you make on it, Jay? Do you know much about this guy? I don't know much about him, to be honest.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I've learned everything I know about this guy about 4 seconds ago from Paul.
I know he's got 90 base on FIFA. That's about it.
Yeah, well, I've heard of his name, and anytime I hear the name Baldy, it reminds me of that big geezer that was a defender for Celtic many, many moons ago. I think his name was Baldy.
Yeah.
Bald. But I know nothing of this guy. If he's as good as Paul is, mentioning, then I'll bring him. But did you say there was going to be a high fee for him?
About 23, 24.
See,
No,
for me,
more than
anything
that.
What was it?
It's like 32.
No, see, for me, anything above 20 million pounds, I'd just disregard from our football club. I do. It's just natural. I'm sorry, it's true. I know we've done it before with AU, but I'd just disregard it now.
I mean, this guy, he's a class above West Ham massively. Like he played mainly as a winger. He played a few games up front last season as well. I think he played 7 games up front and scored 10 goals for a winger. Like
he's got ridiculous pace and skill.
Who did this guy play for?
Lazio.
And that's what gives me a little bit of hope as well. I don't know how much influence Paolo has over Lazio anymore, but will Paolo have a word with him? Because Paolo's got big influence in Lazio. Like I say, will he have a word and go to West Ham?
There's a lot of links.
You'll be loved.
There are links there. Obviously, Lazio got links to West Ham. Then, like you say, Kiate, he's Senegalese, so Kiate, he knows Kiate for the national team. Obiang's got the same agent.
Sorry, Paul. Does he play internationally at all?
Yeah, he does.
I think so.
Oh, he does. So he plays with him as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he'll know Sheck. So there's a lot of links there. It's one of these transfers that's like, it's like I say, he's a class above West Ham. He really is. But there's enough there to make you think it could happen. Do you know what I mean?
X has said that it's got legs, but it's up to him. Basically, it's up to Kiati or whatever his name is, Kiti or whatever it is.
What do you think, Lee?
Lee, what do you make on it, Lee?
I'd be surprised if it happens.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it happens. Don't believe rumours.
That's Lee's press statement.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens, and I don't think it will. Okay. Why come to West Ham?
Why not?
If he's good for the game, why come to West Ham?
Well, the club, that's the thing as well. Like, Lazio want to sell him. They want him gone because he's coming into his last year of his contract. So they want to get money from him. Inter Milan apparently are the only other club interested, and it all relies on if Perisic goes to Man United. So if Perisic goes to Man United, Inter Milan will probably come in for him. If not, there's not really anybody else out there putting the money on the table, and they want to sell. So I don't know. We'll see. It'd be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, I don't want to get too
it'd be an amazing signing. But yeah, I'm not.
I can't see us spending that.
But I just can't see us buying a player of that quality, like serious quality.
And like you say, can you imagine West Ham spending £32 million on someone? It's unbelievable.
So just last little bit on that. So just yes or no from you. Like I said, I've already said Jack Wilshere. Like, is there any player that you would like to see? Just one name, one player that you'd like to see us sign between now and 1st of September. Jay?
It's a tough question.
I'd still like Michi actually as well on loan.
Who?
Michi Bastia.
Yeah, a bit of a. Do you know what? A little bit of me does think that, like, because he was linked with us before. He's a bit fun. He's quite fun on social media. He ain't scared to be tweeting out things to people and surprise a lot of us regular fans. And he's a. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Maybe bets, maybe a little bit of bets, but I can't see that happening though.
But Morata's going there now, so I don't think he won't have a chance there now.
Yeah, but he's the type of player that would go sit on a bench though. That's what worries me. He'll happily just collect his paycheck week after week. It's sad. He's like a Nasri, one of them people that will just sit there with a smile, just joking with the other subs. It's sad. But saying that though, I wouldn't even mind a little bit of Nasri if we played him.
Yeah. Lee, one player?
Oh, I don't know. What's the point? No. One player. Do you know who I really like? And it will never come to us. It will never ever come to us. But I'm a big fan of Danny Welbeck.
Yeah, he would be a good one to look at in a couple of years. Actually, Danny Welbeck. Yeah.
Do you know what else?
Chris Smalling as well. I like Chris Smalling. I quite like Chris Smalling to come to us.
We need to replace. Taco's work rate, which Magic won't do. Good player that he is, but we haven't for a long time met a player that works as hard as Sacco.
We haven't replaced Nordvet, have we?
Yeah. Lee, what was your opinions on Nordvet actually? Very quickly, because you have not been on the show.
Yeah, no, I think Josh Cullen is going to be his replacement. I think maybe, don't know.
I thought he was in London.
I'm
Saying he
disappointed.
could go to Bolton today. Yeah.
Incidentally, he's the only player that played 90 minutes. By the way, Josh Cullen. Everyone else got subbed.
Oh.
I'm disappointed that Nordvet never got a fair crack at it when he did towards the end of the season. He was man of the match in both matches, I think. He was very, very good. I would have liked him to say, but given, again, the abuse that he's got since signing for West Ham, I do not blame him for leaving. And if we really did get 8 million for him, that's a fantastic profit.
Right, moving on, guys. There's a couple of injuries that's happened. Chiatti looks like he's going to miss the sort of start of the season, at least till the beginning of September, they're saying. Jay said just before we went live that he thinks that Reed's picked up an injury as well. Looks like Antonio's going to miss the start of the season as well. Is he set the same old, isn't it? I don't know what this new geezer's doing, this new physio.
It's, I mean, if you look at the likes of that, at least they're positions where we've got decent cover. So Reed's out, we've still got Ogbonna, we've still got Reed, we've still got a couple of youngsters there if they don't go out on loan. You know, the likes of Chiatti, we've got Obiang, we've got Noble, we've got Cullen if he stays. You know, there's cover there. There's cover there. You know, it's a shame. I would have liked to, particularly Reed will miss. And it's not ideal, you know. Ideally you want your whole team to be fit for pre-season, so everyone can start training together. Bilic can start putting together the team that he wants to play, get an idea of who his best 11 is. But at least they don't seem to be massively serious injuries. Do you know what I mean?
No, it does excite me though. It gives us the chance to see the midfield that I want to see, and that is Obiang, Fernandez, Lanzini.
Fernandez as well, yeah.
What my mate Mark's going to get dropped?
Well, he's not getting but in my mind, in my hopes, that's the three I want to see starting the midfield.
Yeah, you probably see it. We'll probably get to see that this year as well in a cup. Yeah. Probably get to see it.
I've got to say, I've been very impressed with Declan Rice as well. When he come on in that pre-season, he was real tidy player, tidy on the ball. I know you can't judge pre-season, but he looks tidy. He looks like he could be a real classy player, actually.
Anyone know? Sorry, while we're talking about youth, anyone know what's happened to Martin Samuelson?
Do you know what? Ex-employee.
Your mate X?
Yeah, he's injured.
Oh, right, because I was going to say, he hasn't been with the squad and he's not with the under-23s or anything, so I just wondered where he was, but there you go.
According to a tweet by my friend, Mr. X.
There you go.
But don't believe it till it's on the official website.
Yeah. So that's the injuries. Just a couple of little splattings of news. Matthew Upson and Jack Collinson joined the coaching team this week. What do we make of that? Just a little one sentence from each of you. Jay, Jack, great to see him back.
I think X said he's been here for a year, Upson.
Oh, is he?
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, apparently he's been here for a year, but it's just been low. Like no one's really spoke about it.
Well, he's good at hiding, isn't he?
Yeah. Good at hanging Tompkins out the dry.
Good at hiding, absolute bottle job.
Shots fired! Get down!
Absolute disgrace of a player. And I'm not happy that he's back at the club, to be honest with you. I know.
Oh God, Paul!
I know what he did. You know, as a player, don't affect. But it's not even based on ability. It's a mentality. You know, and he went hiding, and that's disgusting. Disgusting from a West Ham United captain. No, it's disgusting. What is that teaching the kids that he's coaching? I think it's I really think it's. No, I'm not pleased with that at all. Sorry.
Lee, Jack Collinson.
Yeah, it's all right. It's under 16. I was going to say about lack of credentials for both of them. And we're a Premier League club. We should be hiring. I know Jack's worked at Peterborough. He's got his own soccer school, and love Jack, massive fan when he was a player. So I'm not going to slag him off, but we haven't had a youth player come through our ranks in quite a while. So what's the worst that they can do?
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, well, I'm not too. I'll be honest with you. This Upton thing for me is it's not. I don't know. It's just not exciting. I don't know. I'm not excited by it. I mean, the Collison though. I actually am a little bit excited about that. I'm more optimistic on the. Yeah, I'm really optimistic because I always loved Jack Collison. I always loved him. I really had a soft spot for him, and to see him back at the club is really, really exciting. And I really hope he does well and brings fewer of these these midfielders through for us.
Yeah. Right, that's it for all the topics this week. We're going to go on to the questions now. There's quite a few because Jay is a very popular man on Twitter and gets loads of interaction from his YouTube crowd.
Yeah, they're good, Marlon, aren't they? They're really
they
good.
are, mate. They are.
do love to get in.
And credit to Jay, he does do his best to answer as many as he can. So, like I say, go check him out. We'll give him some more plugs later on in the show. Don't want to make his head too big. Right, SB. Always ask questions on the show. Good question, actually. Do you love Chicharito? I love Chicharito. Do you love Chicharito? Yeah, I do. I've been wondering for a while. But as we've been saying, official website, please. Boys, do you love Chicharito?
Love him long time.
I love Chicharito.
Lee, do you love him?
Yeah, it's all right.
He's all right.
He's no Colton Cole, but
Oh well, who is Colton, mate? Who is?
Colton.
Yeah, I'm going to ask this question quite early because this one went quite a while with Dan last week. We didn't. I think we got this on video. I'm going to ask it to you, Jay. So, how did you become a West Ham fan? And this is from the smart_nerd.
Do you remember I can't remember the season, but I can't remember the year. But the year that there was Man United wore that grey kit.
Yeah.
Right, that year, that's when I became an actual. I went when I was like really younger, but I don't know if I was about 10 or 8 or something like that. But I remember when I went there, it was that game, and we scored a goal in the game, and I remember that, and I remember that happening, and I just remember from then I was like, oh, this is brilliant. And luckily, when I was younger, like my dad used to take me all the time, and then it got for a stage I was in my teens, and I was like, yeah, screw West Ham. And then it's like you just have a look at the news, and then you'd go, oh no, lost again. Oh, they won for once. But then it come really, really back in again when I was like 18, 19. It come right strong.
Yeah.
And now it's like it's becoming an obsession, to be honest with you. Like, any little bit of news I'm looking at, it's crazy. I'm looking on the website, the Twitter feeds, the In the Knows, all over all these YouTube videos you do, and West Ham Fan TV, and all the rest of them. I'm always checking. I love it.
There you go. If you've not seen me and Paul's one, go and check the Dan Lawless video. We explain how we become West Ham fans. Lee, do you want to do a little summary, like 2 sentences?
Yeah, didn't really have a choice. Was told I'm a West Ham fan. I'm a West Ham fan. To be honest, in the late 80s, early 90s, WWF was my thing. And then,
I used to like that.
Yeah, I think Jay's a WWF fan,
Yeah.
So 25 years, I think, or 20 odd years since SummerSlam '92. So I was there. But
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm only joking.
But
I'm not that much of a fan. I just used to love the other place, sorry.
Oh, he's my favourite as well, Jay.
Well, don't worry, it doesn't matter what I say.
Sorry, Lee.
Jay, get ready. You're going to be in a Twitter ride tonight. He's going to get the Twitter password again.
I'm running away.
Smart nerd again. Lads, what do you rate Emeneki out of 10? 4. He scored an hat-trick though for us.
He was pretty good before he come to West Ham.
And that the way.
I know.
Always the way.
I loved Uncle Emenike. I loved him. I love that double step over he did before he slotted the ball home.
Yeah.
I loved
Lee
him.
Emeneke?
But yeah, he was not good ability, no.
Out of 10, Emeneke, Lee?
No, it don't matter, does it? I don't know, 7.
7. All right.
Oh,
7. That's quite high.
Yeah, for you, Lee, like usually one of the most judgmental on the channel.
I'm a generous guy. What can I say?
Yeah. Joshua Webb. Now we have ended our interest, ended Giroud interest. Say Hernandez deal falls through, which it hasn't now, guys. Hopefully, who would you guys have? So that sort of touches on the second striker thing that we've already discussed. Like I say, I would love Michi, but I don't think he'd come in as a second striker. But yeah, Andre Gray now doesn't look like a bad deal as a second striker if we pull that one off.
Yeah.
Right, now that we've ended our interest in Giroud, and let's pretend that the Hernandez deal falls through, which we know it hasn't now, guys. Who would you have? I think this touches back to what I said. Like, I'd like Andre Gray. That looks like a good deal now. It didn't look like a good deal for a marquee signing, but as a second striker, that's a good deal, no?
Yeah. I
like it.
I think he'd be a decent second striker.
Yeah, and someone like, who was the other guy? Michi Bastia, but I don't think he'll come in as a second striker. We might be able to get him on loan. I think that's a deal that's still got some legs towards the end of the window, I'm thinking. Like Morata comes in, then, I don't know. It depends how much he wants the World Cup. Like Jay said, he appears a sort of player that might want to sit on the bench and claim he's 50, 60 grand, whatever he's on. I don't know. It depends how much he fancies going to the World Cup, doesn't it?
Caleri scored 2 goals in 5 minutes on his debut for Las Palmas.
Yeah.
Let's get him
No,
back.
Yeah, let's get him back. Let's get him back.
I always said there was a player in there.
That's unbelievable.
I
Isn't it?
always said there was a player in there.
Mate, you watch Valencia for that Tigres. You watch, you're banging like 2 hat
Oh yeah,
tricks
but
in his
that's in Mexico. Like Caleri's actually gone to Spain.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and he's scoring goals straight away on his debut. But there you go. Still.
Actually, before I move on, guys, one quick tip I've got for you guys. First game of the season, Hernandez and Lukaku both to score. Chuck 20 quid on that. That's going to happen. I'm telling you now. Lukaku will definitely score against us.
But I'm hoping that because Lukaku's not in a blue Everton shirt, I'm hoping it breaks the curse.
Oh, please, mate. Please. Let's hope so.
He scored for West Brom against us.
So he did what he scored when he was at West Brom for us?
Yeah.
Bax Tom. If you could sign one Belgian player, who would you sign?
Tongan. No, Alba Bayeld.
That's a good question.
That's a good shout. One Belgian player, Jay?
I think we're alright for defence. I'll probably go for De Bruyne.
Ooh.
Oh, he's a great player. And Ginger as well.
I'm not ginger. What makes me I'm ginger?
Paul?
Nangolan. Is he Belgian?
Oh, Nangola.
Nangolan?
Nangola in it?
Nangolan?
Right. Nangolan.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got a nice haircut as well. Oh, nice question. Tyler Stobarge. Who's your favourite West Ham player of all time?
Canio.
Lee not mucking about there.
Right, yeah. Jay?
For me, it's Julian Dix.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm not saying he's the best, but he was just my favourite.
Yeah. Paul?
I'm torn. There's obviously everyone loves Paolo. My favourite player. My favourite player when I was a kid was Joe Cole. Is the only player I've ever had name on the back of my shirt was Joe Cole. But it's got to be Colton, isn't it? What sort of person would I be if I didn't say Colton Cole?
Oh, mate, you didn't say it. You could get off. Lee, I'll tell you what, Lee. Take Paolo Di Canio out of it, because Paolo, obviously, I will say Paolo as well, because that's the obvious. Take Paolo out of it. Who is it?
Scott Minto.
Minto.
Christian Daly. Yeah, let's read them all out.
I'll tell you what. I'll take Paolo out of mine. I'm going to say Tricky Trevor Sinclair, because what a player! What a player Sinclair was. Scored some.
And growing up as well, when I was a young lad, I loved Michael Carrick at West Ham, and I still love him now. I think he's a fantastic player. In terms of quality, I think he's up there as one of the best that's ever come out of our academy.
I agree. James Charles Starr. If we get Hernandez, Hart, and Arnautovic, how many? Well, we've sort of touched on this already, but how many more do you think we need? I've said I think 1, maybe 2, maybe 2. Yeah, one maybe two guys.
I think two.
That being said, if the season started with them, I'd be what did Colton Cole used to say? Overchuffed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I do think, well, one striker ain't enough. We do need another striker, even if they're a loan or a freebie, whatever. We need bodies. We do need another striker. And then I do think we need another sort of defensive midfielder. So, yeah, I'd say two.
Yeah. And we're also linked with that Ndai as well, aren't we? We didn't touch on him. Is there any legs in that?
Apparently
Anyone
not.
know?
Apparently, I can't remember. I'm sure I read that apparently we were never really linked at all. It was his agent drumming up interest or something. I'm not sure. I can't remember now.
Jay, how many do you think? How many would you like? How many would you like?
I'd like two, but assuming that Cullen will come in, I would just go for the striker. Just want another striker. That's it. Just a squad playing striker. I'm not saying I'm asking for the world for another world class. Just a good solid squad player. Yeah.
It's got to be said that the mood has changed completely. Like from a week ago, I was sitting here very depressed, waiting like put 20 quid on us to get relegated. Because I'm telling you, if we would have started the season with the squad we had, I was very nervous. But now it looks like Anatovic is going to come, and Hernandez is going to come. It's a total change of mood. We're like top 8 challengers now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, we could be challenging top 8 now. Right, this question straight away. I'm going to throw it at Jay first. It's from Charlie Matthews. Would you ever take Dimitri Payet back if he apologised? I know you love it.
No, I've actually said this on Twitter, so I'm going to stand by my word. There would have to be a stadium apology. It can't just be a media apology saying, "No, I'm sorry." It would have to physically come out, be a man in the middle of the pitch, and say sorry to each side of the crowd. I think that's the most dramatic way he can do it. And I think if he genuinely is sorry, he'll do that. But I would take him back if he actually did that, because I think he's the best thing since Paolo.
He is. He's the best player I've seen since Paolo.
You can't put his ability down because of what he's done. He's incredible. Well, he was at us anyway. Now I know now he's kind of slanted down a bit, but with us, he peaked with us.
Lee, would you take him back if he apologised?
No. And you know my feelings after that Man United Cup game. Don't need to say them again.
Paul?
He was dead to me.
I agree with Lee. No. And I don't think...
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's a rare thing. But no, I agree with Lee. No. Wouldn't want to see him back at West Ham, and I don't think we need him anymore. We're past him. We moved on.
I like the guy. Well, I don't like the guy. I like his ability, like Jay said. Fantastic footballer. Give us some fantastic memories as well in that last year. But no, I think we put him on that platform, and I don't think you can forgive what he did. I really don't. Like he really.
I wouldn't. I'd never forget it.
No.
Never.
Yeah.
But I do believe. I just believe in people. Even people that do things in everyday life that's wrong. I do believe in second chances. I do personally. I believe that people can learn from their lessons and their mistakes, no matter how bad they are. All right, there's certain crimes out there that we both know no one can come back from. But generally, I think I like to give second chances. Me, anyway.
Yeah, that was lovely, mate. That sounded like Lee talking there. That was really nice.
Is that how I come across? Oh my god!
Sometimes, mate, you come across as like this this utopia world, man.
Yeah.
William Merengue. If you could sell 3 players from the current West Ham team and bring in 3 from the teams that were relegated, who would they be? Let's try and all agree on the 3 that would go then. Snodgrass to go.
Snodgrass, Sacco.
And Faguli. If we had to clutch at scores.
What?
Yeah. Font, yeah. I'd give you that one.
Font go before Faguli.
I'd give you that one. Font, yeah.
Lee, sorry, hang on. Who did we say? Snodgrass, Sacco, and Randolph.
Oh, forgot about Randolph.
Cool. Now we just got Art. Very good call.
Lee, who's one of your ones to come in then from relegated sides? We can't have Jermaine Defoe because he's already gone, and Pickford's already gone. No, relegated teams this year.
Oh, I thought you meant players that have been relegated for West Ham.
No. The question is relegated teams this season or last season.
So Middlesbrough, Hull, and who's the other one?
Would you have
Sunderland.
Stuart Downing back?
No.
No, I wouldn't.
Sunderland.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions.
Oh, Sunderland. So we're kind of Pickford either. Gone.
For me, I do Traore for Snodgrass.
Yeah.
Traore's a good shout,
What's happened with that deal? That Amande Traore. What has happened with that deal? Because when he played against us, he was a beast against us.
He was, but no end product whatsoever.
I thought he was putting in some good balls. They just weren't finishing them. I thought he'd done really well.
He was for me. Like me and my dad were sitting there going, "God, this geezer, the pace was ridiculous."
Same.
Yeah.
Pace unreal, but no end product. I stand by that.
What about if we did lose? So say Randolph goes, and if we lost Adrian as well, what about Valdez to come in as a backup goalkeeper?
Yeah.
I can't do that. I couldn't do that because I think if he's failing at he's at Middlesbrough, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's failing at Middlesbrough, I can't take the failure from Middlesbrough. Somebody's done that bad. Because as far as I'm aware, he's actually done real bad. Like, real bad. Really.
Hull had some good players. Hull had a few little decent players.
Snodgrass?
Can't think off the top of my head. Yeah, Snodgrass, yeah.
The left back, Robinson, he's going to Liverpool for 10 million.
Yeah, he played really well against us, actually, Lee. Yeah, that was a good shot. Yeah.
I think what the conclusion we've come to here is that the relegated sides weren't very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Right, next question. This is from our friend Peter, actually. He says, why does Jay always wear a beanie hat?
He doesn't.
Ha!
He doesn't. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So why do you always wear a hat, Jay?
Well, you just look back at the camera as if to say, "Where's your answer?" Sorry. Well, I didn't actually wear it at the beginning. Oh, tell a lie. I wore a hat at the beginning, and then I did a video. I don't know if it was something to do with Sam Adams, I think. Anyway, I done a video, and I had my skinhead out, and they was like, "You look like, well, sorry, you like living like, you should put your hat back on, and oh, you look better with a hat on, and put that back on. It looks cool." And I was like, you know what? Why not? I'll put it back on. And then it started to become like a thing. Like, they was like, oh, the hat. And now everyone talks about it. So now I've changed, obviously, from the beanie to the cap because the weather's been ridiculous. And them woolly hats are just, they are crazy hot.
Me and Paul.
But yeah, basically it's just because people was like, they didn't really take to me not wearing one. They liked me with it. And it was like I don't know. I've just put it back on there and everyone's happy.
It was meant to be.
It was.
Yeah.
Next question. Kieran K. Would you let Chicharito have one night with your wife for him to come to West Ham?
No.
No. Well, he's here now, isn't he? He's here now. So we ain't got him now.
Obviously not.
Paul?
Obviously not.
Obviously not. No. What about if it was Neymar then?
Oh. Come on, now don't do that to me. No comment.
No.
Surely there's another question.
Let's have a look. Let's see, there's a couple more. Leicester have had no bids for Riyad Mahrez. What a good signing he would be if he wanted the move. Would we take him? That's Delboy from Twitter.
No. One season wonder.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
What? You wouldn't take Mahrez?
No, we're not.
Really? Really?
No. What did he do last season? Other than
He
sulk?
was sulking last
What
year.
did any of them do last season? They didn't want the manager there.
He's had one good season in his career. Literally.
Jay?
Yeah, but he only had that for didn't he only have that one first season in the Premier League?
And he won the league.
No, but they couldn't get in their team in the Championship.
Yeah, which they ended up getting promoted.
No, he couldn't get. Yeah, but he couldn't get in the team. You telling me he's that good a player?
Well, he didn't play in the Championship.
No, he was on the bench. He could not get in their team.
Oh, I think this could be a. I think someone might have to look at some statistics. I can't take that he ain't played in the Championship. Surely not. How has he just come in the Premier League and started every game? That's crazy.
This is what I mean about stupid money in football. This guy had one season in the Premier League. Granted, they won the league. 30 million. 30 million for one good season. That's where we are now. That's what you're telling me.
That's the way, mate. Blame Sky.
Yeah, that's football.
That's the
football.
way it is.
Yeah. We could say, right, that Lanzini's had 2 good years in a Prem. What figure would you accept, right? Saying you're talking about crazy money. Would you be happy if West Ham accepted anything less than 40 million for Lanzini, Lee?
Well, I don't think we'd get 40 million for him.
That wasn't the question, though, was it?
I wouldn't accept it.
What would be your starting price for Lanzini?
In what capacity? Am I the owner? Am I a fan?
In this world of football that we live in, let's look, right. Ross Barkley's being touted at 50 mil.
But what Lee's saying, he's got a point. He's saying if he's a fan, basically he would barely take anything for him, even if you're offered 80 mil. But if you're an owner, then would you take 80 mil?
Yeah, let's pretend you're a West Ham owner. And remember, Sigurdsson's getting linked like 50 mil. Ross Barkley's 50 mil. Would you not say Lanzini's on that sort of level?
No, at the moment, no.
No?
I would due to age.
Yeah, Paul, what would you say? Lanzini, what would be your starting bid?
For a start, 35.
That you would accept.
What that I would accept.
Yeah, that you would accept.
You'd be looking
The lowest you'd
you'd be looking at 40. Yeah, 40.
Take the blinkers off.
I'm not taking
Yeah.
mate.
No,
I've literally
mate.
said
He's
from
a good
day
man.
one. You can look back on this channel over the last since we started, since the very beginning. I've always said, and I stand by it. Lanzini's going to go right to the top. He'll be playing for one of the best clubs in the world. He'll be right up there. He's by far the best player we've got. By far, he's an unbelievable talent.
Not disagreeing with that, but we would never get that money for him right now. Right now, we would not get 30. What do you say, 35?
No, but he's saying how much. No, but the question was how much would you start to go like you sell him for? Not what realistically it is nowadays.
Yeah, you're David Sullivan, and let's pretend Liverpool's come in. They've gone 28
That's
mil.
a very different question. You asked me first of all what I think he's worth, or what I would sell him for. 2 very different questions.
So what would you sell him for?
So in this day and age, you'd push it up as high as you can, wouldn't you?
So that's exactly what Leicester are doing with Mahrez, then, isn't it?
Yes, I mean. But the question was, would you sign Mahrez? And my answer was no.
Oh, we'll leave it. It's going on. I can see Jay sitting there like cringing.
No, I'm not. I'm listening.
Jay, what would you take? Go on.
If I was an owner, as a fan, I want to say that I'm not. I don't think I could take any money as a fan because I think it means that much. But if I was the owner of West Ham United, I would accept. I'll have to accept something in the. For me, I'll rate him higher than in the 40s. I think 50s because of how much the amount of money that is tied to these players now is ridiculous. And 50 mil is not asking for much for a player that young of that ability. Nah.
No, great.
Because think of how much that 50 mil is going to cost in another 3-4 years' time. It's going to be pennies again.
Question.
Yep.
Go on, Beyonce.
Chelsea about to pay Morata for 45.
What?
Aren't Chelsea about to pay 45 for Morata?
Yeah, but Chelsea.
Lanzini's worth 50.
Yeah, but Chelsea have got the benefit that they've got Champions League football and they're the champions. If West Ham were going in for him, they would probably have had to pay 60, 70 million.
And they want they want rid of Morata anyway. They tried to sell
So
him.
you're telling me that Real Madrid are selling their player on the cheap to one of their rivals?
They're not selling him on the cheap though, are they?
No, but Luke just said if you don't send him to us, they'd ask for 60.
Yeah, but they got him on a buyback. What was their buyback they paid for him? It was hardly anything. So they're making profit regardless. They don't. They only triggered the buyback clause to sell him on for a profit. So it doesn't really matter to them. They're not going to be looking for massive money. You can't really
know that.
Yeah, you can't really compare them players. They don't want him to stay.
And I don't think that 45 is the fee either. That's got like, add-ons if they win the Champions League, if they win the Premier League, and all things like that. I don't know.
Can I just say that I love Lanzini because people read between the lines and they get it wrong. What I'm saying is, and it goes like what I said earlier on, money in football today is ridiculous.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh yeah, no one's going to argue with that, mate. Like obviously the money's ridiculous. No one is worth 150, 250,000 pound a week. Nobody. But it doesn't matter whether we think they're worth that or not. That's just the way it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
If you had then last bit on this one, if you had about 45 million in West Ham's bank and you could get Mahrez, Sigurdsson, Ross Barkley, etc., who would you buy?
Is this just?
Who was the one before Sigurdsson and Barkley?
It was Mahrez, wasn't it? Yeah, Mahrez, Sigurdsson, or Barkley. I'd
probably go Barkley because the long term he's so young.
Yeah,
I'd buy.
He'd fit in our team as well, I think.
I'd buy your boy Keita Balde. That's who I'd buy.
Keita Balde, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was out of them three. I'm losing.
Right, next question. Simply West Ham. What was you boys' goal of the season for West Ham last year? Andy Carroll against Crystal Palace? No. Come on. Anything else?
Well, for me, last season.
Yeah.
I think if anyone said anything about Andy Carroll, I think you'd have to seriously see if they're all right.
I know we don't like the guy, but Payet's against Middlesbrough was a cracking goal as well when he took on about half the Middlesbrough team.
Yeah, but no, you're right. It has to be Carroll. It has to be.
Yeah. Defo.
It's got to be. Lee?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, we all agree for once.
I'm struggling to remember any other goal. It's such a blur of a season.
Yeah, it was a blur. Nibbles, question for you lads. If we get our remaining targets, Arnautovic, Hernandez, Balde, and I, what would be your formation and starting 11? They're sort of just trying to agree on this all together.
I've already put one together. If that happened, but so I'm ready. I actually sent it to our little group chat the other day. But you basically got Hart in goal. I think we'd all probably agree on that. I would play 4 at the back. Masuaku on the left for me over Cresswell.
I'm so with you on that. I'm one of the few people I thought.
Mate, I like Masuaku. I'm a big fan of Masuaku.
Yeah, I do.
So Masuaku on the left, Zabaleta on the right, obviously, and then for me it'd be Ogbonna and Reed in the back two. Then I'd like to see Obi and Kouyaté sort of sitting in the middle too, just in front. Then the 3 of Balde on the left, Lanzini in the middle, Arnautovic on the right.
He's dropped your boy.
Obviously, and then up front Hernandez. That would be my 11. And to be honest, if we ever lined up with that 11,
that would be mine.
Oof.
That would be mine because I'm not scared of dropping no ball. I'm not scared of it.
Antonio, no?
No, not for me. I don't think he gets in that
Noble. Noble, I can't stand Noble. We all know I can't stand Mark Noble. So yeah, it's time for Mark to move on for me.
Yeah.
Lee?
I'd have Antonio in there, I think.
I like Antonio. I've got a lot of time for Antonio.
Yeah.
Lee don't want to be here anymore.
There's a bullying culture on this channel. Yeah, that is it for the questions. Jay, thank you so much for coming on. We've kept you for a bloody long time, mate. And we really appreciate
Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah.
Just the one swear word before I to bleep out.
To bleep out, yeah. Yeah, really appreciate Jay coming on. I've not said it actually. You were there from the beginning, mate, when we was LTF Sport. You know, you kept us going. I was very close to packing it in. We was like, yeah, it's not going anywhere. And you was like, nah, rebrand it as West Ham, like just go one way. And it has gone from strength to strength since then. You know, we've had a little break and we're sort of building nicely. We should hit 2,000 anytime soon. Yeah, and we really appreciate that, Matt, what you've done for us and stuff. And you always share our stuff as well, and we do the same for you. Yeah, go and check him out, mate. Yeah.
You're welcome, man. You really are welcome, and it's a pleasure to have helped you. And you know, I thank you for bringing me on here again. You know, because it's the second time now, and I really do love watching the stuff. I ain't just saying that because people are watching. I really do enjoy it, and I've noticed a lot of other people, like quite established YouTubers, watch you as well. And I do believe that the march now is going to, you know, really going to start speeding up now. And I want to be able to do more in the futures with you if I could.
Yeah,
you know, if anything happens in that, preferably on my own. So yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, that's it from us. It's great to have Lee back as well. Lee's off on his travels very, very soon. But guys, please subscribe, please like and comment. Go check Jay out as well. Share his stuff as he says. And that's it for this week. We will be back next week. I don't know whether we've got a guest next week. I'm still trying to line one up. But if not, it will be me and Paul and Lee. But until then, keep believing. Come on, you irons. Let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Bye.